Are we even on yet? I don't even know. Okay, my face is there. I'm staring at a white screen here. Yeah, okay. I see everyone in the chat pod. Yes, I am live. It's amazing. I do not trust that this particular show is going to make it all the way till the end for the next 60 minutes. That means for the next 60 minutes, technology needs to do better than it has this entire week. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mashup Talk. Yes, oh crap, it's black again. Hit refresh. Oh God. There's just been like, oh, can we just talk? I mean, yeah, of course we can just talk. That's what this show's all about. Welcome to Mashup Talk. I am your hostess, the pirate queen of Booty Mashup. I rebranded myself slightly. I'm no longer the queen bee. I am the pirate queen. It just, the whole pirate thing, it's sort of on brand for us. We play pirated music. Booty, short for bootleg. Pirate treasure, booty, so I'm the pirate queen now. Anyway, and also queen bee sounds like people are like in service to me, and let's face it, I am but a figurehead at this point. I'm a figurehead who shows up on Wednesdays on this channel and just plays whatever, and we chat about it. Shows up on Fridays and just I blah, blah, blah for 30 minutes because somebody said we needed to do like a just chatting show or a podcast or a talk show type thing. And then occasionally I'll DJ a theme party or something. But yes. Oh, goodness. So, wow. Seriously, can I just rant about technology? Because it has been just crazy this past week of like nothing working. Where's my phone? Right here. Okay, so on Monday, apparently, I guess there was a T-Mobile outage like nationwide, and fortunately I'm just quarantined at home. I'm like the last person left in San Francisco. It feels like, especially today's a warm day, it's beautiful, it's Friday. I had an errand to run and I'm running around and I was like, oh my God, I have not seen the streets this crowded probably since last summer, I think. I mean, it's just, everyone's just like, fuck it. Fuck the corona apocalypse. I'm sick of sitting around inside my house. So, anyway, but yeah, T-Mobile apparently went out last Monday, and I guess it's not even completely back because my phone was not working at all today. So I did a thing. Okay, so I had to drive in a zip car to go deal with my RV because it's the Burning Man RV, Booty Mashup. We go to Burning Man every year. We throw parties like pretty much every day that we're out in the desert. And so I'm not going to Burning Man this year. So I'm doing Outdoorsy, which is sort of like Airbnb for RVs. And because Bish still has no money, not making any money. I mean, Twitch brings in a little money, but not like actually throwing a real party. So I'm like trying to side hustle this, side hustle that. So I'm like, oh well, the past couple years I've not rented out my RV on Outdoorsy because I'm scared someone's going to do something to it, and then we're not going to be able to go to Burning Man. And by we, I mean basically myself and Jupiter Gatling. But this year, who cares? So rent out my RV. Let's make a little extra money. So I take a zip car to go drive up to Sonoma, which is like an hour out of the city here in San Francisco. And I have no idea where I'm going because Maps is not working. I was like, There's no cell service. And I restart my phone. I reboot a couple times. Nothing is working. I literally rolled around the block in my zip car and ran upstairs to my apartment and printed directions. Like back in like the MapQuest days. Does anyone remember MapQuest? It was before Google Maps. And I literally had to print directions so I could figure out how to get up to Sonoma to get my RV because my phone's not working. And then oh my God. And then all I had to do was basically take it to a place and they were going to swap out the battery. No big deal, right? And it shouldn't have been a big deal, except that they installed the battery. They had the polarity of the battery reversed, unfortunately, because sometimes red and red aren't supposed to go together, I guess. It's a thing apparently with like used RVs like mine where, things get fixed and tweaked and run around. And so, yes, there was an issue, and I start the RV, and next thing I know, there's smoke coming from the hood, and then there's like fire at my feet, and apparently like the transmission line was burning, and so more technology fails me. And I've got like a renter that wants to rent my RV tomorrow. Well, needless to say, that's not happening. And then I had to like figure out, I was like able to get on like the mechanic's Wi-Fi to get Uber. Came home, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'm getting ready for the show. Let me plug in this brand new box, which I finally got. I finally got this thing. This is the Focusrite Scarlett 4i4. It replaces this one. This is the smaller one. Oh, I can't really. Let's see here. There we go. So this is the smaller one. So this is kind of like, it's an audio interface. This one's neat. They're both neat, but this one's like tiny and stuff. I plug in, there it is. I plug in the microphone. That's what you're hearing here. But I can't plug in. There's no inputs for DJ gear. So I've got like this stupid little thing that sometimes, if you've listened to my DJ sets, it's happened, once bitten, twice shy kind of thing, where it didn't work. It like just suddenly in the middle of a DJ set for no reason, didn't even touch it, just goes. So I'm like, let me get a more professional audio interface box. So here I am plugging this thing in today. Should be all plug and play. No, I cannot for the life of me. Two things. I can't for the life of me get the DJ signal very loud. So like my voice is going to be twice as loud, and there's apparently like an internal mixer thing, but I've got everything cranked all the way up and it's not working. And then I also can't hear it in my headphones. And so there's like a whole tremendous amount of troubleshooting involved with this. And I'm not firmly convinced that this is the right solution now. So again, technology fails me again. And then I actually read the manual. I'm one of these people who reads the manual. I read the manual. The manual's written by engineers for engineers. It's like, I'm not an audio engineer. I'm like, my eyes are just glazing over reading this shit. And I'm just like, oh yeah, it has been a week of technology failing me. We're holding up here. Like, okay, this is all working. And the other thing is Twitch updated something somewhere. So the embed code of Twitch on our website suddenly wasn't working. Then I also noticed that half the time I just get like a white screen instead of a screen. So if that happens, hit refresh and you got to do something. It's like, yeah, it's been all right, what are you guys saying here in the chat? I'm just checking out. Thank you guys so much for being here. Listen to me, blah blah blah. I actually don't. I don't even know what the hell I'm going to talk about. It's almost Pride Week. It's almost Pride Week. We are kind of kicking it off a little early tomorrow night. Let's face it. On the Booty Mashup channel, every week is Pride Week, right? But maybe a little extra queer in the coming week. But we always kick off the weekend before Pride. The past couple years, we've done Lady Gaga versus Madonna, which is always one of our most popular theme parties in real life. So of course we're gonna, anything that works super well on in real life, we are going to bring over to the Twitch channel. So yes, we are doing Lady Gaga versus Madonna tomorrow. Oh my God! And look at this. My lips, are my lips even in sync with my mouth? I don't think they are. It's like, what the what? Let me see if I can fix this really quick. Advanced audio properties. No, actually, I already have the milliseconds moved. Is this frustrating for you guys? What if I did this? Then you can't tell that my lips and my voice are not in sync. Does it look in sync? I am in sync, really? Because when I'm staring at my OBS studio, it is so super not in sync. I guess it's in sync for some people, and then maybe not in sync for others. Why can't stuff just work? Seriously. Okay, I'm glad things are in sync on your screen. Thank you, ChatPod, for letting me know. Okay, I will stop stressing. I am seriously, right after this show, I am popping a goddamn Xanax. And I'm going to just chill. Literally, I'm just going to chill, and I'm going to listen to Jupiter Gatling's set. Maybe I'll jump in on Zoom for the Dance Commander Disco party. So all I have is vocal and a white screen. Yes, the white screen. This is what I mean. And headphones. No, there's no Bluetooth. These are not Bluetooth headphones. Look at this. Yeah, OBS is slight delay, audio and video in sync. Okay, that's good. And if you have a white screen, yeah, you got to hit refresh. I don't know. Twitch updated something. I don't know. Like I said, the embed code on our website suddenly ceased to stop working. Like my web developer figured it out and fixed it up, but yeah, thank you everyone in the chat pod for the for the tech support. Oh my God, yeah. Let's see, new audio box. Can't figure out how to make it work the way I want. No, like 0 to 1 bars on my stupid phone. My RV catches on fire. White screen on. You don't get to see me if there's a white screen. So yeah, it's been a week. I hope your week has gone better. At least the weather is, I don't know where you are, but it feels like I said, the at least it's sunny and nice. I mean, sure, it's still a global pandemic. And because my country is not taking very good care of flattening the curve, it looks like we're going to be doing Twitch for a long time. Not that we were going to stop doing Twitch when I can start doing parties again, but I kind of figured, maybe the schedule might change around a little bit. But, Twitchlandia. I'm still liking Twitchlandia. I really think, that, yeah, it's going to be definitely a while before we get to go back to work and throw parties again, just because, you look at Europe and you look at the US and our curve is so not flattened. So who knows? You know what? I love seeing you guys chit-chatting here. Let's bring Jupiter Gatling into the mix, because I know the chat pod loves Jupiter, mostly because she's the one who came up with, actually, I'm not sure who came up with it. Maybe I came up with it, but I think I was kidding. She really believes it, which is like what the chat pod wants, the chat pod gets. So I know you guys definitely have a soft spot for Jupiter Gatling. So let's bring her into the chat. And I actually there she is, all all frozen. That's a good face. Sometimes it freezes on other faces. I'll switch back to me here. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay, here we go. We are going to be giving her a little call. There you are. Where are you?
I'm
Hello,
here.
Jupiter Gatling.
You see me?
Oh,
Can you hear
I do. Let's see. Let's see what the chat pod says.
me?
Uh, can you see and hear her? Chat pod. I believe
Yeah,
so. I mean, it seems like you should be here. Okay, cool. Welcome.
please.
Welcome to the show. God, why is my webcam being weird too? Like I've got this strange border going on. Oh, there we go. Can I fix that?
I
I
have
don't
an
know.
echo. Should I remove my echo? I can put on headphones and then we hopefully don't have an echo. Or everything
Oh,
just catches on fire. I'm not sure.
I know. It's like I'm now like I'm definitely like the battered dog that gets kicked because I'm just like every time it's like I just assume everything's gonna go wrong. I'm just like it's all gonna fall apart. So how are you doing, Jupiter Gatling, over there in Berlin?
I mean, pretty good in general. It is raining all day today and tomorrow, which is actually good because I dared to open the windows.
Uh,
It's night here, it's hot, and I have all the lights on for the green screen. That means mosquitoes are gonna all come in and eat me alive.
oh yeah,
If you
mosquitoes love
have seen any
you.
of my longer sets, at some point there's always the part when I'm being attacked by mosquitoes. So I spray them with mosquito spray in self-defense and close the windows so that not more mosquitoes come in. But then I just end up breathing in the fumes and choking on that. So it is kind of ridiculous. So I dared to open the window today because it's raining. I hope they are not coming in here. But you might
Yeah, right.
see me do
Window
this.
screens. Well, why can't? But there's an issue. Why? Because our windows. Okay, let me explain this for the Americans. The windows, especially in Europe, they tend to be like these big, tall windows, and so getting a screen that fits the whole damn thing. I mean, I guess we could buy a screen and then like get it fitted. It's just yeah, why? Those windows those particular windows are so common in Europe. Why are there not like why can't you go to Helvig and get screens that fit them?
Well, maybe we should do that, but shit costs money.
Yeah, it costs money, but also but I remember looking at Helvig and I could not find like the big screens that would
Well,
fit.
I'm not sure if this is actually common here. I've never seen that before. What we do here is we put Velcro all over the window and then just like plop it in with Velcro, but that usually never works either. And then it's frustrating. Then your window's just closed forever and there are holes anyway. And then that sucks too.
Okay. Hey, there's
But
a
yeah,
YouTube
I guess.
link that we should, I'm going to click on that and that seems like Muffle Mug just is this a link of how to what German windows do what? Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
There's the anti-mosquito button that I never figured out because I'm not from here.
Oh
Might be.
my. Okay. Wow. What did we do before the chat pod comes in and we like crowdsources all of our issues? I love this.
Oh, and what you said earlier, I believe I actually said it first. Whatever the chat wants, the chat gets. But it was actually a direct quote because this is something you once said about me.
Oh, okay, right. Yes, whatever Jupiter wants, Jupiter
So,
gets. But I meant it facetiously, and you mean it literally. Like it's like, oh, the chat wants me to, I don't know, play
chat wants me to play
20 anime
27
mashups.
mashups and 50 versions of the Pokemon song. Okay.
Sometimes I think the chat pod just like eggs you on. They just want to see what kind of crazy
I don't
shit
know
you're
what
gonna
it
do. Like kind of like yeah, do it, do it, do it, do it. Sure. I
Why
mean,
is it called? What's it called? Egg?
egg you on. I don't know why it's called egg. I didn't make up the English
You use
language.
the word egg in the English language so many times in reasons and in ways I don't understand. Like, you're a good egg. What does that even
Oh, you're a
mean?
good egg.
Everything
Oh, I want to pat you on the head. You're a good egg. Oh my God. Somebody wants you to play Coldplay tonight. How do you feel? How do you feel about playing some Coldplay mashups, Jupiter? The chat pod Chat pod requested it. What the chat pod wants, the chat pod gets.
Well, okay. In fact, I once accidentally played a Coldplay mashup, and this was during my 25-hour stream when I turned off the camera for like 3 songs, so I could run to the kitchen and eat like a troll, like a goblin in front of it, you know, like. I didn't want people to necessarily see that. I didn't need to behave when I'm eating, because you know how you look when I eat. Nobody needs to see this.
It's true.
So I just kind of like thought of 3 songs I want to play in a row, and then it was mashed up with another song that I like. You know, that's how they get you. That's the trap. And then I played it and like, shit.
I know that is
shit. Just Coldplay. Oh. So I was unaufmerksam for once, and bam, suddenly Coldplay's there. Although no, there was one Coldplay mashup I will actually do, and I have played it probably now 2 or 3 times in my life. It's the Frozen one. It's Yellow Snowman.
Oh well, yeah. Come on. I mean, yeah. Oh, someone wants to hear General Katie. I think wants to hear the SpongeBob SquarePants mashup from Miss Step, I think is her name. I forget her name. I'm pronouncing it wrong. Anyway, you know the Where's Gary? Yeah. So
I have actually
Jupiter loves to take requests, and she's gonna go hard tonight. So chat pod, definitely feel free to request stuff in her set. Yes.
I have actually more than one. I have several SpongeBob's Schwammkopf, as we call him, SpongeBob Schwammkopf. I have several SpongeBob Schwammkopf. It's a tongue breaker. SpongeBob Schwammkopf mashups.
Yeah.
I can definitely play the Gary one. I have different ones as well. Also, I want to quickly draw attention to this thing. You know what? I'm just going to open it up now. I updated all the rewards you can get for the pirate booty. So now there's a whole bunch of shit you can get. So, So we have hydrate. You can remind me to drink water, because otherwise I only just drink beer all the time. As per request of the chatbot, I added Play a Geeky mashup, because let's face it, I do that anyway, but why not? And, we still have the Diva mashup. I'm just unlocking them right now as we're talking hip hop mashup. I have a Play a High Energy mashup, like if, you're feeling kind of tired, it's the end of the night, like, no, I'm going to give you like the fucking bangers if you want them. Play a rock mashup, Play a chill mashup, shout out, if I should say something on the microphone, which never works all that great because I never know how to pronounce things. Change the background. We have emote only chat for like 2 minutes, and we have rate leader where you can suggest what we're gonna rate towards the end of the set. And we have one secret thing that is only available during my chat, my streams, which you need to find, but you're gonna see, and then you're gonna know why it's only there
the
for
chat
me.
pod already figured it out. Release a new Pokemon.
You found it. Yeah.
See, this is what I mean. I mean about me. I am just but a figurehead on this channel anymore. It's like I'm like, I don't know, just how to log in and do stuff. Make it happen. Make it so.
Don't hit on it yet. I'm not on yet. Click on it once I'm DJing. Although, I can start off with one Pokemon, I guess. They're all limited how many times you can use them per stream. I might have put the Play Geeky mashup up to 10 and everything else to 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't
the Pokemon
yet.
Just sit back and count the money. God, I wish John Dag.
Count the money?
Oh yeah. As the pirate queen, as the CEO, as the queen bitch, just kick back and be like, yeah, but just sit back and count all the money. It doesn't take that long, right? Who am I, right?
I just got kicked out. Am I not a mod anymore? Okay, that's weird. I just got kicked out. I can't use the queue anymore.
Oh, what happened?
Well, that's
You might need to sometimes, like I said, technology fails us. Twitch has also like popped me out occasionally, and then I have to earlier this week I had to log in like 3 different times. I don't know why. So
Oh man. Oh my God, it just logged me out.
yeah, that's what I
Twitch
mean. Right?
logged
Okay.
me out entirely.
This is a.
What?
This has been my week. I think I'm rubbing off. I'm starting to rub off on everybody else now. It's like everything I touch, like just like
Oh my God,
I'm like one of those
you're like
people that
Constantine.
has I don't know what there is. I'm pretty sure there's a term for it, but I've got some like weird electromagnetic energy, and so like stuff stops working. Like people who can't wear watches.
Like Consti, when he goes into a room, the Wi-Fi breaks down. Like when he moved to Japan, he stepped into his dorm, fucking Wi-Fi went out everywhere. Same happened when he went to New York. Like, yeah, wherever he went to study, internet like disappears in the country. Probably that's the reason there's no internet in Germany. It must be him. Okay, I'm back. I can see the queue now.
Good.
Okay, I already need to hydrate. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, good. They're already making you hydrate, or maybe that's for me. I don't know. But yeah, an anti-tech aura. I love technology. I mean, I love tech. I'm like I'm not a super early adopter, but of course, this also got me in trouble. I lost like 10 weeks worth of photos. Like all I have left is like a greatest hits because I foolishly was like, oh, Apple's got a new update. Sure. Click. Foolish. And then it got stuck in like this purgatory black screen of like, would you like to restore? No, because I'm going to wipe out all my data. Oh.
Yeah, after you told me that story, I was, terrified to update all my own shit because I needed to update my iOS, but first I needed to back up my phone, which I want to do on my laptop, but this one was completely full with Mashup, so I don't have any space there. So I needed to do it here, but this one didn't work on the iMac, but this one didn't work either because I needed to do the iOS first, so I needed to back that up so I can upload. What's the word for update that? To back up the other thing, to update the other thing. So it was just like a whole chain of updating and backing up. And well, that was a full exciting day of backing up and staring at the screen till the little pie chart goes full.
Oh my God. Yeah. This is why, people who are anxiously awaiting in our Patreon for that Booty Goes Geek album that I promised on Wednesday, and you're still waiting. Hopefully it'll happen after this weekend, but I've just been dealing with trying to get shit to work. but I am happy to say that and Jupiter, you and I haven't even talked about this yet. Pretty sure it is going to be a double album.
Oh, I mean, I assume like I keep finding new cool shit every day and be like, yeah, you need to put in more stuff.
Oh, well, if you have something, because I haven't nailed down the track listing yet. So for those of you just joining us, don't know what the hell I'm talking about. So we have a Patreon. It's down below. Everything. All of our social media, all of our Venmo, Patreon, Ko-fi. If you feel like tipping the channel, it's all Booty Mashup. All one word, obviously. So if you go to Patreon/Booty Mashup, you can sign up and help support us, help support the channel, especially in the age of Corona apocalypse when we're not making any money throwing parties anymore. And we've really worked hard to kind of like make it worth your while. So we've got different tiers, different levels, and for a $10 a month patronage, you get an exclusive mixtape before anybody else does, like a month or two before everyone else, and this is all very lovingly curated and crafted. Last month we did Fleetwood Mac mashup album called Fleetwood Mashed, and that
also a double album,
and it ended up being a double album because I just couldn't narrow it down. And then this month, same deal. We're working on a thematic mixtape called Booty Goes Geek. And Jupiter, who is definitely our resident anime mashup queen, loves it. loves this concept, and you sent me a whole list. Like you're like
Yeah, I sent you like a suggestion of 20 tracks of what I would put in there, but ever since I did like 5 new things to this one as well. I'm like, oh man, there's just so much good shit, and geek is also so very wide. Like there's so many intros of not only anime but also cartoons or like weird shows like Doctor Who, which is obviously super nerdy. Game of Thrones should be definitely in there. Star Wars, but then also all these video game soundtracks that I keep finding. I keep finding new ones, especially on YouTube. And now that we discovered Mastermind, or actually I think he discovered us, he has a whole arsenal of new video game stuff as well. So
yeah, and I noticed your playlist. I mean, you basically built an entire album, but of course, this is where I actually do a little bit of work, and I'm not like just the figurehead, because I love curation, and I love it's like I used to say I throw parties for a living. Now I kind of feel like I make mixtapes for a living, and so I was like, wait a minute, you forgot this, you forgot that, like you had no Stranger Things on there. There are so many
shit. Yeah. I even thought of it the day before I sent you that, but then as I was compiling it, I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Emerald Hook got now. Nice.
Wait, what?
I look at the chat pod, and here Emerald Hook now has a pirate sword. Yeah. I love it whenever somebody subscribes that gets a new badge, because I made those cute badges, so I was always super happy when we see a new one.
Nice.
So we had a pirate shirt, pirate sword, and after 3 months you get Lucille the parrot, named so by Muffin.
Yeah, Lucille Dragonburb is her full name. Lucille Dragonburb.
Oh,
that I don't know how that happened, but it happened.
Dragonburb is from me, because somebody was talking about dragons. I'm like, who has a dragon? But turns out it was Matthew's bird. What's it called?
Dragonburb. Yep,
Dagon?
that is. Yep.
Whatever. It was
Pico.
It was a dragon, but that's why I.
Pico 212. That's exactly how it's. Yep, burb. That's how it's spelled.
Burb. It is burb.
Burb.
Yeah, and now that I like when I do really long DJ sets, birds suddenly keep showing up at my window. So they're making me nervous. They keep chirping. Turns out it was just like a street making machine. It was actually not a bird.
It's either that or mosquitoes, right?
Mosquitoes. DJs have a lot of natural enemies, it turns out. It's birds, mosquitoes, often the sun. At Burning Man, it's definitely the sun. You DJ, boop,
oh my God.
Right, burning.
I have to say, I am not, I'm okay with having a year off from Burning Man this year.
Me too, but you already did that.
Yeah. It's like, it's okay. I will live. Although we are going to definitely be doing sort of like a virtual booty mashup at Burning Man. All week. That entire week, we're going to be doing,
Oh, but on our own channel, or
on our channel
booked by some other camp?
Oh, actually,
okay. Well,
I don't know. We might get booked by other, like the same way that we get booked. And so here's the way it works for those who have never been to Burning Man or experienced booty mashup at Burning Man. Unlike a lot of other camps, like that are sound system camps that go out there with big giant sound systems and lasers and all the stuff, and like or like an art car that like drives out to the middle of the playa and then has like these renegade parties. Instead, what we do is the same. We throw booty mashup in Black Rock City, which is the pretend city that Burning Man happens in. The same way we do any other city. It's like we're not building the venue; we're going to the venue and DJing as the special guests. So every night at Burning Man, we're at a different camp throwing a slightly different party. So like
sometimes at twice.
Oh yeah,
2 or 3 camps at once.
Exactly. I mean, there are times when we've got like an afternoon gig at like a bar gig, doing maybe like, I don't know, like we do Eggs Bar, and Eggs Bar always picks out themes for us. Like we did a Depeche Mode, I think it was Depeche Mode versus Kraftwerk or something like that. And
no, it was just Depeche Mode.
It was just plain old Depeche Mode. Yeah.
It was 2 years ago. Last year it was the Christmas party, and I want to mention it because I keep I love telling the story of how last year at the Christmas party, as I was DJing, or right after, some dude walks up to me who turns out to be the singer of the Pokemon song, of the American Pokemon song. He's like, yeah, no, it's me. Gotta catch 'em all. Oh, I guess it is you. I mean, I didn't know the American song by then. I knew the German song, but I actually did look it up because it sounded like bullshit, right? It was like, oh no, that's definitely him.
But that's like a super weird thing. I mean, that's like such a weird random thing to brag about that it has to be true. I mean, nobody's going to make that up. It was like, yeah, this like sort of weird one little tiny claim to fame. That's me. I mean, if you're gonna lie about a claim to fame, make it more than like I'm the singer of the Pokemon song.
Although I don't know, it's like in the movie Romy and Michelle, right, where one of them just keeps lying about that she invented the Post-it, which she didn't. But if you just take something completely random, people will believe it because nobody's gonna look it up. Well, at least not at the time when the movie took place. But now, of course, we're like, no, you're not, or oh yeah, you are. So that was lovely. He was a very nice guy.
I mean, what'd you do? There's no internet out in Black Rock City. Did you go home, Wikipedia?
No, that was back.
Let me write your name down so I can fact check this
later.
I
just Googled Pokemon American intro. Picture pops up. I like to fact check.
Okay. And he looked. He looked. I mean, because everyone also looks so different at Burning Man. Like I've met so many.
They look the same, just naked and dusty. Okay.
I mean, the thing is, goggles and dust masks is sort of like the great unifier. Everybody looks the same.
Dust masks, but yeah.
I
mean, true, but I also love to tell the story of how I met Larry Harvey and had no idea that it was him.
Larry Harvey, the legendary creator and kind of grand poobah of Burning Man, who died 2 years ago. How did you meet him?
I was at Soup Flavored Blankets, and eating a soup,
which
and
is
he just rolled up.
Camp. It's a super way out, like almost by the trash fence, like miles away from center camp, like by itself, like literally an oasis in the middle of the desert that serves late night soup, warm soup.
Well, they give you a cup of ramen, like these cup of noodles, instant ramen. But it's the best thing you can get at Burning Man, seriously. Yeah. So, I was sitting there after I had a little nighttime adventure on my own. It was the sun is it was sunrise. This dude rolls up in a golf cart, being chauffeured by someone else in a golf cart, and sits down there next to me and asks me how my burning is going. Like, oh, it's fine. Just all my campmates kind of suck. They're all old veteran burners. They're so boring. They don't like to go out anymore. I just spent an entire night on my own. I mean, I had great fun.
I'm feeling personally. I'm feeling personally attacked.
Well, yeah, but I was kind of like. Yeah, I was bitching about you and all your old veteran burner friends because it was my second burn ever, right? And you're so bored, you don't want to do anything, and
Fish, I need to sleep at least one night when I'm out there. Okay.
Well, my third year at Burning Man, I only slept and didn't do anything else, but that's another story. I went to Boring Man that year.
Yeah.
Well, So he leaves. He's being given a hot chocolate and drives away on his little golf cart away. And then, I didn't think much about this dude with a hat. And then after that burn, we went to Reno and saw the Burning Man exhibition in a museum. And then there were all these pictures of Larry Harvey. I'm like, wait a minute. I was that guy. It was that guy that was complaining about all these stupid veteran burners that are so boring.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be doing virtual Burning Man. Basically every Tuesday at Burning Man that week we do we DJ the Death Guild Thunderdome, which is like Mad Max Thunderdome. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. They battle each other with foam bats. And we do a hard goth industrial rock and roll fight set. So we're gonna do that here on this channel instead, and sort of like a kooky eggs bar happy hour set. We'll do something on this channel for that. We'll be doing our auto subset, and I'm gonna be compiling a bunch of Burning Man
Oh, yeah.
videos and just try to like yes, Mr. Beard Papa, yes, there is Thunderdome at Burning Man. Let me tell you, I know like
That's the best thing about Burning Man.
it's basically it started in 1999, right when Burning Man was starting.
Lab on Zoom.
Was it what? LARP on Zoom for the battles.
LARP
Oh my
on
god,
Zoom.
hilarious. Like
Zoom Thunderdome 5. Yeah.
how does that even work? But
I don't know. It's little squares and you keep fighting
Yeah.
and pretend that you fall.
But yeah, it's basically right around the time that Burning Man was starting to get like really taken over by this like sort of like hippie dippy raver culture. Leave it to the goths to come in and like take it back to, this anarchic dark energy, this like sort of Mad Max post-apocalyptic vibe.
But also always classy. It always starts with Diva Marisa singing an opera piece.
Oh yeah.
It's
The
beautiful.
camp lead. She's a classically trained opera singer, so it's always like the calm before the storm. She sings a beautiful aria, and then dying times here. So we're definitely, you and I will definitely be DJing that all night here on this channel. Don't worry.
I miss Thunderdome.
I know, just talking about it. I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm going to miss Burning Man. I mean, I'm not going to miss Burning Man that much. It's nice to have a year off, but I am going to miss doing like some of those sets. But I also, Rona, that you?
Rona, that me? No, I probably don't have the Rona. But I don't know, just kind of cough a lot. But that's normal for me.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's why I should not get the Rona. My lungs are already trash. And I never even smoked ever in my entire fucking life. Oh well.
Oh.
I have tiny little for talking makes me cough, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly. Let's see, what else have we got coming up on that? So what are we doing for Pride Week next week? So we're doing, it's just basically going to be extra gay,
We're gonna
like
be together.
extra queer.
Extra gay, yeah. It's just we like the Vorzeige gay couple on on the booty group, I guess. Because we're cute and we're gay. So
Who, you and I?
let's celebrate.
The only DJs that we have booked are the queer ones. Well, I guess, does Lobster Dust set on Sunday still count as Pride Weekend? I guess it kind of does. Okay, I guess we can't say it's only queer DJs. Damn, Lobster Dust throwing off our perfect, the token straight guy.
It's fine. You gotta have one.
Yeah, right? Yeah,
It's an
I always gotta have
You
one.
plan for the allies. Yeah.
Totally.
You would suggest that the chat pod can ask questions if they were interested in anything. Does the chat pod have a question?
Let's take questions, because I actually set up this particular screen. So it's actually both of us plus the chat pod over there next to you. So yes, we can actually see the questions on our screen, or at least I can. I guess you probably can't, but
I see. I can. If I look over here, I can on my other screen. Also, actually, like in the little one, you're sharp, because I just see like 8-bit Adrian right now. You're just like so fucking pixelated.
On your
or like something red and boobs.
Oh really? Oh wait, what do you see? Red and boobs. That's all I am. I am just hair and boobs.
That's all you are to be.
That's all I am. Let's see. Ms. Sarcasm says, not a question, but I think the dynamic follow buttons extension enabled on the channel is the cause of the white and black screen issue. Oh, really? We might need to Okay, you know what? I will. Good. I'm logged in as Booty Mashup. So I will, you know what? I'm going to disable that and we'll see if that happens. Mr. Beard Papa has a question. Do you have a funny / embarrassing Burning Man story that you would be comfortable sharing with the chat pod? Oh my God.
I just told you two.
Yeah, there's just so many of them, right? There is the time.
Oh, maybe.
What?
Yeah.
What? Oh, there's so many. What do you got?
Oh no, I got nothing. I thought you have a good one about Thunderdome and Marisa.
Oh, that is a good one. I think I don't know which one you're talking about, but it's it relates to
The music
the
related
music.
one.
It is definitely music related, and I think anyone who's tuned in to Booty Mashup on Twitch, even just a little bit, will appreciate this. Okay, so Thunderdome was started by DJ Decay, aka Dave King. He runs a very, very long running, I mean, actually, the longest running weekly goth industrial party in the world at this point. Apparently, they were number 2, the second longest running, but then I think the party in the UK that had been going just a little bit longer than Death Guild finally ended. So I think Death Guild now takes the title as the longest running weekly goth industrial party in the world. So anyway, he's the one who started Death Guild Thunderdome at Burning Man. And we already talked about Diva Marisa, who sings opera, but before every night when the Thunderdome opens, she sings an aria, and then the fights begin. Well, he basically Dave wanted me to troll her. And I'm like, what? Because he used to be the manager at DNA Lounge, where we do Booty Mashup. So for weeks we were scheming things, and then he came up with an idea, and he was like, I want you to do a thing at Burning Man. Let's say we picked out a day. Okay, all right. So right before Diva Marisa sings, and so we had this whole plan. So I'm like, okay, this will be fun. So, Death Guild, Thunderdome, it's like I said, it's this dark, gothy energy. It's, and like this, and then there's something so epic, especially the processional into the dome, and everyone then all the Death Guilders then kneel, and Diva Marisa, who is like the queen of Death Guild Thunderdome, grabs the microphone, and she's about to sing this aria. And then I waltz into the dome with a microphone, and I was like, we're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. And I basically rickrolled a cappella style Diva Marisa into Thunderdome, and eventually the entire, everyone crawled up on the dome. It's all these goth people and people who just want to see fights. They're there for the fights. They all start joining in. I was like, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, and it was so brilliant. And there's YouTube video of this somewhere. I would, you do a search for Thunderdome Rickroll and you'll probably find it. So there you go, Mr. Beard Papa. That's one of many, many, many excellent Burning Man stories. Were there any other questions that came up?
There was another one by
oh my God.
AGC Dragon. How have you found DJing differs in different countries? Adriana gone. No, okay, it's my show now. So,
no, I'm here. Oh my God, my ring light just went out. I mean, you can't tell because it's still fairly I've got a bright window right there, but literally my ring light just boop went out. What is the deal? It's God. There. Forget it. It's over. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably 46 pixels here on my end. I just something red. When I saw everything's just green, I thought you're gone. So I'm okay.
Screw it. I'm not even doing we'll do it live. Not even doing a green screen. There we go. Damn.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry, what was the question? What's it like to DJ in other countries?
Countries differ.
Ooh.
Well, you DJed in more countries than me. I only DJed in 2 countries, I believe. 3.
No.
I forgot.
Yeah, no, you DJed in Hong Kong. And
did I? No, I did.
Didn't you?
back then I was not DJ. I pole danced.
Oh yeah,
No, I did
you
my
performed,
my
but you
Elsa
didn't.
number.
That's right. I DJ'd.
But I was not a DJ back then, no.
Oh.
And Hawaii is also the States. So yeah, only Germany and America so far. Well, the difference between those two is if you say you're a mashup party, you want to DJ mashups in Germany, everyone's like, nobody listens to mashups. Mashups suck. You can't do that. And then I do it anyway, and the crowd loves it.
Yeah.
But you first need to fucking convince everyone and have a stupid discussion that just because they heard like one bad mashup in their entire life, that nobody likes mashups.
Oh yeah,
which
no,
is not
exactly. The thing that I find interesting, not necessarily difficult, but is certain songs that you rely on in certain places, that you assume just like light up the whole room, might not necessarily work in other countries, and vice versa. Like I can play like obscure Nena mashups in the Nena songs that are not 99 Luftballons in Germany, and obviously Rammstein songs in Germany that don't necessarily work in the US. But meanwhile, then there's like, I remember, this is actually kind of a good story. Don't Stop Believin' by Journey, of course, one of those perennial favorites. And we had just mashed it up, and it was a big club hit. Everyone sings along. And this is like, oh my God, this is like 12, 15 years ago. I don't know. Like definitely a long time ago, before everyone was really sick of the song. It was just sort of like just bubbling up as like a song that now people remember and widely love. And one of our German DJs from Mashup Germany had been to the U.S., had seen us play it, and it was like, oh yeah, it's the whole crowd sings along. And then I know that I was like, I don't think Journey Don't Stop Believin' was ever a hit outside of America. So then I asked him, I'm like, should I play this? And he's like, maybe some people know it. Yeah, play it anyway. And I hate that. I wish he had not said that, because, it was like, we played it and it was like nobody cared. But interestingly enough, 2 years later, the song had been on Glee, the TV show Glee, and people started to know it more. So 2 years later, played it again in Germany, and the whole room lit up. So yeah, so it's always weird.
Exactly what just said.
what songs translate? Which ones were hits?
The same way Avicii's Levels was a big hit here before anyone knew it in the States, right?
Oh yeah, no,
Was that
definitely.
a deal?
Oh, and speaking of Mashup Germany, yeah, that was one of those things. He played it, and I remember running up and asking him. I was like, "Hey, what is this?" He was like, "Oh my God, this is huge." He was like, "Don't worry, it'll be here in a few months." And sure enough, it was. We had another question somewhere. I think I just missed it.
What's the difference of remixes and mashups, or mixes and mashups?
Oh, well, that's super easy.
That's super easy.
Yeah. A mashup takes two or more pre-existing songs, preferably songs that you know, whereas a remix only takes one song and gives it different music production to it. So, occasionally there might be another song in there, but it's not like literally taking two brand new songs and, two songs and turning it into something brand new. A remix takes one song and then adds this, it's not pre-existing. A producer's like remixing the track, maybe putting in their own drum beats and instrumentation and things like that, or just taking this one song and tweaking it with different things you can do with software, but it's not taking two well-known songs. So that's really the critical difference between remixing and mashup. They're definitely, adjacent to each other. And then you can do things like, say, what DJs from Mars will often do is they'll take a mashup. They'll take two songs, they mash them up, and then they also throw remix on top of it as well.
And they just go off
and
to
remix
the
the
remix,
whole thing.
yeah.
So, like almost every single...
Or like,
What?
Yeah, or like Jack Roger just did a mashup of a remix.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That,
where
like,
he took a remix of a song, and this is on our Booty Mashup Top 10 this month. So you can go to bootymashup.com and download it. Jack Roger did a remix of a Rolling Stones song by the Illuminoids, and then threw a Lady Gaga's "Rain on Me" vocal on top, turning that remix into a mashup. So yes, so that is probably the best definition. And this is also why I get mad at people when they come up to the DJ booth and they're kind of like, it's like, oh, you're not doing it live. And I was like, yeah, because mashups are like full on productions. Like and I always tell them, do you go up to a DJ playing a remix and give them, side eye because they're not remixing it live? Because that's basically the same thing. I mean, it's like these are things that we do, on a laptop in a studio with software. We're not like,
they're a lot of work.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, yeah, you can make a mashup live. There are plenty of hip hop DJs who love to do that, but it's, often just not very interesting because you're extremely limited by what you can do live. It's like usually just a rap vocal, and then you've got a beat that you're just like repeating over and over and over again. But it's not like where you're building a verse and a chorus and then a bridge and then a ramp into a key change chorus, songcraft. And that's what people don't realize is mashups are closer to songcraft and production than it is turntablism. I mean, it's really apples and oranges. So, yeah. Were there any other questions?
I don't know. I kind of haven't looked in a while. Any other questions?
You know what? We don't have time for questions anyway. We only got like 4 minutes left of this damn show. Damn, this goes fast when it's you and me. And we didn't
can always talk.
And we didn't get a chance to FaceTime today because I was running errands.
Yeah, because you went up on a car.
Well, and so this sort of like functions as our little daily FaceTime call.
Kind of. I didn't even get to tell them my funny DNA story, which I would have said instead my Burning Man story, because I already like shot all my interesting Burning Man stories.
You know what? Save it for next time, because this show isn't even.
I was going to say, you gotta do it next time.
Yeah,
then.
Exactly. I mean, we're
gotta tune in again. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, who's DJing next week? Is it? Oh, it's you and me next Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the same shit again.
Exactly. I mean, it'll be this. Well, good. This is set up and awesome. All right, I'm gonna let you go because I know you need to change your OBS setup or whatever, and make sure that you're all set.
If they have more questions, they can prepare them for next week.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm gonna let you go, Jupiter.
Bye.
All right, I will enjoy your set along with a hit of Xanax. Ich liebe dich.
Ich dich auch. Ciao.
All right, Jupiter Gatling, everyone. So thank you guys so much for being here and like just listening to us ramble on. It's I almost canceled this show a couple weeks ago because we'd sort of like run out of DJs that we felt comfortable inviting on a Friday night. Because Friday night's sort of like the big, and like somehow it magically became like the big night for Booty Mashup here on Twitch. And then we quickly realized that if we had like DJs who were not familiar with the channel or with our vibe, we quickly went through like our little roster of resident DJs and guest DJs, and it was always fun to bring someone onto the show. But then I realized, wow, I'm not going to be bringing in like other new people because I don't trust them to hold down Friday in the right way. Someone who, we're trying to, there's a bunch of DJs in our community, but getting them up to speed with live streaming is a whole other thing. And we didn't want them like our flagship Friday night show. And it's all like 2 frames a second and, audio cutting out and, all those beginning live streaming things that tend to happen to people. So I was like, I should cut Mashup Talk because I'm not going to be interviewing new DJs. And now I just realized, you know what? You guys can just hang with us and we'll answer some questions and we'll, I've seen enough other just chatting shows on Twitch where it's literally just taking questions from the chat pod. So this is I mean, it's not like the format of the show has changed, but now I kind of feel like I know what our purpose is for this show. So don't worry, I'm not going away. And if you can't deal with me talking, well, just don't tune in until 2 minutes from now, okay? I don't care. I will not take it personally. I can't stand the sound of my voice either. But that has to do with gender dysphoria, not not anything else. Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. We are going to be getting LGBT Pride kicked off early tomorrow with Lady Gaga versus Madonna. Myself and Jupiter will be DJing that one because we're both huge Lady Gaga and Madonna fans, and I've curated so many damn mashups. It's, if you like Madonna and Lady Gaga, definitely tune in tomorrow night for sure. And as far as tonight, it is Friday Night Live. This is somehow become the flagship DJ set here on this channel. So thank you guys so damn much for being here and for tuning in. And please like, subscribe, follow Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Booty Mashup, and I'm at Adriana Booty if you also want to give me a follow. And we also have, Patreon. If you want that Booty Goes Geek album, please join our Patreon, and you will be getting it before anybody. And actually, you'll be getting more stuff too, because I've been giving out, like, I just posted to our patrons who subscribe at the $20 level a huge mashup pack of mashups. So if you just want us to do all the dirty work of digging around the internet trying to find this shit, well, happy to do that for you if you become a Patreon supporter. So anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to sign off, and we are going to get our dance on with the fabulous, the one and only, the love of my life, Jupiter Gatling. Peace out, everyone. Stick around, and if Jupiter doesn't pop up, just hit that refresh. Ciao.